Hello, everyone. Welcome to the very first episode of Say That podcast. This is a podcast where we just talk about random stuff. Um, Today's topic is dealing with difficult people. I'm your host, Ryan, and today I'm joined by my co hosts, Anthony.
What's good? What's good? Thanks for having me. Glad to be here. I'm here, ready to make some history. Just waiting for this podcast to blow up and, eventually be on Ellen.
Oh, shit.
Goddamn.
My co host, Cade.
What it do, team? Hope y'all having a good day today. We're just living our best lives out here.
Co host, Brian.
What's up? What's up? It's good to be here.
And my co host, Angelo.
Hello.
About to hit you guys with some knowledge real quick.
Some knowledge.
Oh God.
Yo, Anthony, you're hella in love with that yodeling kid.
A little bit. He just kind of released his new single, his original song. It's kind of a banger. He's kind of savage. I'm liking a little bit of autotune on his voice, but kind of, keeps his original voice in there.
He's pulling out that Travis Scott shit, bro.
Oh, shit. Okay. So, how's everyone doing?
Man, I had a fire ass date today.
Yeah?
Hell
School's been kicking my ass.
Me too.
Being a couch potato.
Couch
Brian
potato.
Brian serves our country
Yeah, Brian's in the
all
military.
day, every day.
Yep, every
Shout
day.
outs to Brian. He's a medic.
outs to Brian.
Shoots those syringe guns.
Doctor.
yeah. Anyway, so Brian, how long are you back? How long are you back in town until you're deployed, right?
In America.
Just whenever, I get the the call from the unit. Until then, I'm just a civilian, I guess.
So, you're like in active duty?
Yeah, something like that. So I'm in the reserves. I drill once a weekend, 2 weeks, 8 years. So
Mm. Well, cool,
yeah, it's
cool.
pretty chill, and not too bad. Side money.
Yeah, side money for being the number one line of cannon fodder in America. Oh God.
Well, thanks for being here today, boys. I'm glad you guys are here. So let's go ahead and get into this. So, have you guys ever dealt with someone who's like super unreasonable? Like they're not willing to hear you out?
Oh hell yeah.
Yeah, all the time.
I feel like if you haven't, you're not living life.
Okay. What's some stuff?
I work in food, so just like there are people out there. Oh, and then when I worked at Best Buy, like let me tell you about people who like tell me about our company policy. Like
Oh
no, just no.
Oh no. Like they're asking you about a product and then you tell it to them and then they like
Yeah, like like people will literally come up to you and then they'll ask you a question, right? And then you literally give them the answer. And then they'll tell you you're wrong. I'm just like, I don't really understand what you want from me anymore.
holy smokes.
And then they'll just get mad. So yeah.
That sounds like really hard too, because you're dealing with like technology and like people just get so anal about that. I don't know why.
No, specifically like the older
Yeah, I was about to say
generation.
old
Yeah,
ass white people.
old yeah, they feel
Yeah.
very entitled to who serves them and what those
So-
people serving
So
them should
all
be
the
doing.
bitches that ask to see the manager, they all have the same haircut too.
That pixie cut.
True that.
Fucking Vicky.
Drives a minivan.
Drives a minivan,
They're
wears
wearing,
like
the
where's
jean
those like
shorts.
the jean shorts and those big ass Gucci shades
She's the one that yells at the coach for not playing her kid in the basketball game.
when
too.
he's garbage.
Oh shit.
He's 4'11".
Wait, so Cade, you worked at the writing center at Highline, right?
Yeah, bro. Yeah. So I was a writing tutor for a year. There were some fucked up people, bro.
Shit. What's
No,
the
on the
craziest
real-
thing that's happened at
Like
writing
the
center?
craziest shit. There is this one chick who like cussed me out mid tutoring session.
Oh
Cause
shit.
yeah.
Damn.
So she already made one of the other tutors cry while they were working with her. So
the
I
fuck?
took their spot like to help them. And our like policies, we're not supposed to tell them what to write, but we're supposed to like teach them how to decide what to write. You know, you feel me?
Yeah.
But so this chick was asking me like to write her essay for her, and I was already pissed off because she made my homie cry. So I was like, "Yo, I can't do that for you. Like, you have to do your own work." And she said like, you're just saying that because I'm brown." Because she was like,
Oh.
Yup,
What the
yup.
She
fuck?
pulled out
Oh,
the race card, huh?
she was wearing like
The race
she was
card.
wearing a hijab. So I don't know what race she was, but yeah. So I just told her, literally, I just told her to get the fuck out.
Yeah.
Savage.
I swear to God, bro. I literally just said, "Yeah, okay. Can you please leave? I don't need you here." And she
Was it like a
left. It was-
standing ovation after you did that?
No,
Everyone stood up
that's
like, good job,
Yeah,
Kate.
everyone's
Please,
good job.
over the whole the year I worked there, she was a regular. I saw her make 3 different girls cry.
Dang.
Oh,
Yeah, that shit was fucking wild,
Yeah.
bro.
That sounds
Just
like a
like-
skill, honestly. That's kind of impressive. You can make three people cry, like what? People you just meet that day?
And
What's
Brian,
that?
what about you? Like, did you deal with anyone in the military or like during
Oh
your
yeah,
training?
dude, all the time. I mean, yeah, in the military and in the medical field, like working at a hospital, you'll definitely meet patients that will, put up a argument with you and try to tell you how to do your job. It can be pretty frustrating, but unfortunately, being in the medical field, it's pretty much customer service. You gotta be nice to the patient, and so you can't. It's not like you can argue with them,
Mm,
So the people like I work in the X-ray, so some people will be really scared of the radiation, although it's like a small dosage, so it's not too bad. But some
right.
people will be really scared and they'll refuse to have X-ray, and
what
it's
the
not
hell,
like,
though?
yeah, I mean, like, you don't know what's going on with them, and they might have a broken bone, and the doctor will often order an X-ray order, but they'll sometimes refuse it. And it's not like we can force them. And so if they refuse it, then it is what it is, and they just they go back to the doctor's office and stuff like that.
So
So
what
they
if
just walk around with a broken bone.
yeah, right?
Well, I mean,
Like,
it's either the doctor tries to convince them to get the X-ray, but other than that, like we can't do much, honestly. Like, in that setting.
Mm,
rather be some dumbass fucking people.
Yeah,
Dude,
and
but what like I learned throughout like working in like a lot of various places is to really like choose your battles, especially with like unreasonable people. Because when I used to work at Best Buy, there's just so many people who like took it to extremes. Like especially people who stole. Like people who stole were most difficult. Like we were just like, if you just give us the stuff and leave, you leave, like it's no problem. But these people would be like, oh, you guys are racist, or like we didn't do anything wrong, and then we detain them. But these guys would pull out like 15 DVDs from their pants, and then they're like, oh, you guys are racist. You're only doing this because we're black. I'm just like, bro, you just pulled out 15 DVDs from your pants. Like I don't understand what you want from us. Like, yeah, stuff like that really happen. Yeah, people like stuff like that really happens all the time. And just like, you just really need to pick your battles, because like one time,
yeah, go ahead.
one time, I saw this like big ass dude just straight up steal 2 PS4 controllers, and I watched him walk all the way from gaming all the way back to the front. He just put them in his jacket, like looked around. I was the person up at basically the security cameras, like looking around. I was probably like 6'4", like 230 pounds, and then like he walked out, and then
Jesus
just like
Christ.
yeah, the alarms went off, right? So everyone's just looking around like, bro, like the alarms went off. So I just like looked at everyone and was like, nah, he's good, and then he just left. So
What?
What a fucking G, bro. You're
just
a
gotta-
fucking
what?
plug.
you just gotta pick your battles, bro.
You're a fucking plug. Wait, how tall was he?
6'4",
Yeah, I don't fuck with
like
Yeah.
because at that point of my job, it's my job to try to detain him and stop him from leaving and try to recover product, and I'm not doing that. I don't care about this
so that-
company that
you have
much.
to you have to go like solo in that mission.
Basically, like I'd be the only person physically having to do anything, and then the loss to the company is nothing like less than a loss of an asset of like something that would happen to me. So I'm just like, fuck that. I'm just gonna let this guy take these PS4 controllers.
But I thought you couldn't physically stop them.
No, in Best Buy, they want to take the fire, so we're physically able to detain people until police come.
Damn, that's
Best Buy
pretty
really fucking
aggressive.
around,
Yeah.
bro.
Like, you know how we have those double sliding doors? Like the craziest thing I've ever seen is one of my coworkers, his name was Rico. This guy tried to basically steal a security system, which is really ironic. So he was so the double doors are about 10 feet apart. So you know how if you push you can push open like sliding doors at
Mhm.
stores. So he got tackled from the inside of the store and they landed on the sidewalk outside. Is how hard he tackled him. It was
God
pretty
damn.
crazy. Yeah.
Fung
Was he a football
flying.
player or some shit?
He played. I mean, our like regular security guy, he's probably like 6'4", like 210 pound, like
Big dude.
big dude, like yeah. And yeah, he's just like hardened from the streets, I guess. Like that's like security's his type of shit. And then when he's on his lunch breaks, that's when I take over and let people take PS4 controllers. So
That's crazy.
yeah,
So,
Yeah.
I feel it.
you have to pick your battles
so I got a little story for you guys.
Yeah, I've been waiting for this.
all week.
We've been waiting all week for
baby.
this one.
All
yo.
week, baby.
Yeah,
The
wow,
full
Wow.
story.
crazy. So
Yes.
it was like a month or two ago, probably 2 months ago. Angelo's girlfriend Casey,
Hello.
back before they were dating, I don't know if she DM'd this guy first or he DM'd her, but pretty much this guy was trying to hang out with her, right? And she curved him. And then he got like super offended. He was like cussing her out, calling her a racist bitch.
Called her a racist bitch, dude. Holy.
And I was just like, holy shit. So I DM'd the guy, right? And I pretty much said to him what he was saying to her, but like joking around, right? Because he was saying like, I got drinks on deck, I'm into anime, like all this weird shit, right?
And creepy shiz.
Wait,
Yeah,
just for
creepy shiz.
just for context, we have all been friends with this girl for like years now too.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
like, she's near and dear to us. So after I did that, he messaged me, and then he was like, "Who are you?" Like, I'm. I was just,
He said, "Who
I
are
was just
you?"
like, I was just like, I'm like, oh, don't worry about her, bro. Like, I'm just clowning on you, you know? And he got super offended, and he was like, "You're a fucking pussy. Like, I bet you get no girls. Like, bet you're a virgin. This and that. This and
Yeah,
that."
right.
Bro, we're out here playing Modern Warfare 2 now with these insults. Take it back to 2010.
So he's like, I'll beat your ass. Like, you won't fight me. I'm like, all right, dude, I'll pull up. So it was like 2:30, and he said, meet me at Westlake Station in Seattle at 3. And I was all the way in Federal Way. So I'm like, I probably would have been able to make it there on time, but I was like, all right, I'll meet you. So I told him 4 o'clock. I'm like, I'll be there at 4 o'clock. Like, I'll pull up if you're really about this. And I picked up Dallas and I picked up Tyler, and we drove all the way to Seattle, right? So I was sending him a message. I was like, yo, I'm here. I'm wearing a brown beanie. I'm waiting for you out front. And I sent him a picture and a video in the DMs of me being there. So I sent him all of that, and he didn't respond for 2 whole days.
Pussy boy.
Pussy boy.
And then
Oh,
after those
shit.
2 days, he messaged me. He was like, haha, you're such a pussy. You didn't show up. I was there and you weren't. Like, everyone's laughing at you. Thanks for the post. And then I sent him the video of me being there, of like kind of just like laughing that he didn't show up. And then he did completely ignored it, right? So that happened. Fast forward a little while longer, and he was stalking like me, Angelo, Casey, and like he was stalking all of our profiles on like all of our social medias. So he was like
Oh,
DMing me at like 2 in the morning, talking hella shit. Same
Dude.
with
Oh
Angelo.
no, yeah, this guy, like I messaged his girlfriend. I was like your boyfriend's like a shit, like a piece of shit. Like
Or
your
sounds
boyfriend
like
is a piece of shit.
psychopath.
So this guy gets on his girlfriend's account and just starts talking shit to me, like saying, "Oh, you're a pussy," like all this shit. And then like,
Oh wait, so his girlfriend never actually talked to you then?
no, she did for a little bit. And then she was like, "Yeah, I don't know why he's like this, blah blah blah." He's like, "Actually, yeah, we just broke up." And then like, I'm like, "Okay, that's cool."
Oh
So like,
shit.
well, yeah. So like a week later, I get a message from the same account again, but it's like you're a bitch, you're a pussy, like all this shit. I'm like, I know this is Michael.
Wait,
And
from
then
the
yeah,
girlfriend's account?
from the girlfriend's account, but I know it's her. It's
Oh, that's
this guy,
that's
Michael.
weird.
Yeah. So basically, I'm just like, yeah, I'm over this. So I blocked the account. This guy gets on his friend's account because I already blocked his main account. Gets on his friend's account and starts
Yeah.
messaging me on Instagram. I blocked that
Yeah.
account. This
Yo.
guy finds me and Ryan on Facebook Messenger and starts messaging us again like 3 weeks after. Like all this, like me and Ryan don't even like talk to him anymore. This guy's like still
Yeah.
looking for us and still
See,
stalking us,
I
trying to talk
still don't
shit.
get it. I still don't get it because when I followed him, he instantly blocked me. I wanted to be involved in this.
And it's so
Oh.
weird because like he made like 2 ghost Instagram accounts trying to follow us, right? And I'm just like, bro, what the fuck are you doing?
Like,
So
That's doing the most.
yeah, this guy really has nothing better to do other than
and
like
it was
be-
so crazy because like 2 in the morning one day, I get a friend request on Snapchat, and it was from him. This dude dug so deep that he found my Snapchat handle, which is like completely separate and completely different from like all my usual handles. And then, oh, dude, it was so bad.
This guy's persistent.
This guy's
Right.
filthy.
So,
I mean, he was texting like 20 different girls at once too, so I guess that he is really
How do you
persistent.
know that?
Oh yeah, I talked about.
yeah.
Oh, I forgot about this part. This part is actually an important part.
yeah.
So he was following hella girls that I knew, so I
Mhm.
DM'd a few of them like, "Hey, do you know this dude?" And I had like 5. I'm not trying to call anyone out, but I had like 5 different girls that told me that like, "Oh yeah, he was spitting game at me, but he's hella weird." So like, I
This
had
guy's
like
insane.
I had like 5 different girls. Like if I really wanted to, I could pull up the DMs, but I'm not trying to expose anyone. But yeah, there was like 5 different girls telling me that he was spitting game, but he was just like not about it.
Dang. So he
damn,
really was shooting his shot to every female possible,
such a
hoping to hit at
weirdo.
least one.
And he had a girlfriend, so what about that?
Exactly.
That's what I'm saying, bro. That's greasy.
Such a
my.
weirdo.
But it's
So-
weird because like you said he messaged you, Angelo, on his ex when like after they broke up, he managed
Yeah.
to get his ex-girlfriend's info and use that
Yeah.
account to message you after they
Yeah.
broke up. That's fucking insane.
But I guess they were back together already. Or
Oh,
something.
okay. Actually, that makes a little bit more sense. I was like, yeah, this
Yeah.
guy's insane.
It's just weird, dude. Like this is a weird ass guy.
Dang.
And yeah. So Ryan, continue with like where this is all bringing us towards.
Yes.
So, fast forward to like 2, 3 days ago, I was at work, right? So, I work at Din Tai Fung at South Center Mall, and I work in the bar. And right next to the bar, we have booths. So, I was cleaning a table, right? And some guy like walks up behind me, and he's like, "Are you Ryan?" And I like turn around. I'm like, yeah, like all like happy and shit. Because usually people walk up to me at work, they like know me from Highline or like they know me through like Angelo and Casey, and it's just like them showing love, So
You
I'm
thought
like,
he was gonna say like, "What's up?"
yeah. So I put my hand up. I'm like, "What's good, bro? Like, nice to meet you." And he was looking at me. He's like, "It's Michael." And I'm like, I look at him all confused. I'm like, "Michael who? Like,
This
I've
guy
never met
thinks
you
he's the
before.
shit,
Like, I
bro.
don't know
He
who
thinks
you
you're
are."
really thinking about him, bro. This guy
Yeah.
thinks you're thinking about him.
And he's just like blocking me in this booth, right? Because I'm like kind of deep into it, like cleaning this table. And I'm like, oh, like okay, like what's up, bro? And he wasn't saying nothing. So I'm like, all right, bro, like enjoy your food, like go sit back down, like. So this guy's just staring at me this whole time, right? Just staring me the fuck down.
Wait, is he still
And
standing there? Like,
no, he sat back down.
oh, he
So
was
he's just
eating there.
staring at me
Okay,
from his
okay.
booth, yeah. So I
You
like
should have
walk up to his table,
spit in
right?
his food, bro.
What's up?
You should have spit in his food, bro.
That's fucked.
Oh, that's
Yeah, a little bit.
BM.
Hey, bro, I worked in the food industry. I know how it be.
Wait a second. Hold on.
Don't say the restaurant. Don't say the restaurant.
So
Continue.
anyways, I walk up to his table, right? Like being like the most friendly and like non-passive aggressive I could. I like walk up to him and I'm like, hey man, when you're done talking, we can like go sit down somewhere and just like talk this through. Like, I don't want to be your enemy, you know? And for some reason that triggered him. And he like stood up and he's like, yeah, you want to talk right now? Like, let's fucking go. Like, you and Angelo are bitches. You guys are fucking pussies. And he's standing like right up in front of me, like super close. And he's
I
like
wish I was
talking
there.
hella
What the
loud
fuck?
too.
This is like in the middle of the restaurant, just like
Brian.
Middle of the restaurant.
Yeah.
Saturday afternoon. Hella fucking
Probably
busy,
hella
dude.
there,
busy.
bro.
Brian, we were in the
Families.
area at the time too. We were at
Yeah,
Station.
no, I remember. I remember.
So
How would you
he's like
remember?
all up in my face, standing up like all in front of me. He's like, you and Angelo are fucking pussies. You guys are bitches. Like, I'll beat you guys' asses. And I'm just like looking at him. I'm like, bro, don't make a scene. I was saying this to him. I was like, don't make a scene. Like, sit down, bro. We don't have to do this here. And I was just trying to calm him down, right? So he just kept coming at me, and one of the servers had to like break us apart, right? And I'm like, all right, whatever. Like, I was kind of shook because like I'm not used to confrontation like that. So I just like went back to the bar, right? And like 15 seconds after that, after he sat back down, he like stood up again and walked to the bar, like behind the bar where all the drinks and bartenders are. And he was like saying like, you and Angelo are fucking bitches. You guys are fucking pussies. Like, you guys won't do anything. Like, I'm gonna fight you guys. And like all the bartenders were like keeping us like apart, right? And like people were like coming up to him, like telling him to sit down, right? And I'm just like,
Like random
oh,
customers or people that work at Din Tai Fung?
people that work at Din Tai Fung.
Okay, okay.
And I'm just like, holy shit, dude, this guy's got issues. He's got so many issues.
There were hella people
So
staring at y'all.
hella people were staring.
Oh
So
yeah, I
after he
bet.
did that,
Damn, bro, I
my
still wish I worked at my store. I wanted to see this.
oh, dude, it was crazy. It was a scene. So after that happened, my manager, she goes up to his table, right? And I didn't hear what she was saying, but one of the servers told me, like afterwards, she pretty much said, like, yo, if you ever make a scene like that in my restaurant ever again, or just while you're still here, I'm just gonna call the cops on you. Like, don't ever do that ever again. And
Wait, so was he there with other people? Like, were
he
they
was
hella
there
embarrassed? Or?
with three other people, right? And like when he
Wow.
was doing all of that, I like looked over at them and they all looked mortified, like so embarrassed,
Oh shit.
Were they his family or just friends?
just friends. And I'm like, he was sitting next to this girl, and I like made eye contact with her, and I'm just like, I'm just like, I'm so sorry, like, I'm sorry.
You guys were like communicating somehow, just like
hmm
both on the same exact page. Because
They're on the same wavelength, bro.
No, yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Smash after. Oh.
Okay.
What? Hold
Okay.
on, hold on.
What?
What?
Oh no.
Okay.
Oh no.
But yeah, like I don't want to like let him see me like be all like shook and like just kind of rattled. So I just kept doing my thing. Like I was still smiling, laughing, like, giving that good customer service. And he was just staring at me the whole time. And I'm sure that bugged him too, like how I didn't know who he was and like how I like wasn't rattled. But after he was finished eating, he was complaining to one of the servers that he was getting bad customer ser bad customer service. And
Wait,
the
for
server was just
real?
like, yeah.
This
was
kid's a
like,
fucking pussy, bro. I bet he
he
has
was
a
like,
pixie cut.
Wait,
I
you
bet he's
told
yeah,
a
your customer what?
good-looking human being.
yeah. And the sad thing is, he's like really handsome, and he dresses really well. And I'm just like, how do you look so put together, and you're like this fucking stupid?
What if he has any siblings?
Right, he just probably feels so entitled.
Isn't he not even from around here too? Isn't he like moved? Didn't he move to Seattle?
No, I
Yeah.
think he was from Seattle originally, apparently.
Mm.
Yeah, so his girlfriend told me.
So moral of the story is fuck that kid, right?
Pretty much.
No, the moral of the story is don't be an asshole. Like,
Handle your shit in private, bro.
Yeah.
Don't make it a public thing.
And like if I were to stoop to his level and like acknowledge the confrontation, I probably would have gotten fired. So,
yeah,
you know, we had
probably
to
did
keep
that
it
pretty
cool.
well.
Did your manager say anything to you about the incident?
She just like walked up to me and she was like, "Are you okay?" I'm like, "Yeah, I'm chilling." And she's like, "Do you know that guy?" I'm like, "Not really." And
Not really.
I got hella clout from my coworkers afterward.
Oh yeah, that's all right. That's all
okay.
Ryan lives for.
Yeah, that's what I live
Your
for. That's what I
fucking
do.
manager is gonna listen to this later and be like, interesting. you don't
Shit.
really know him.
And yeah, man, I just feel like Michael just doesn't love himself. Like to be so bothered
Bro, that shit deep.
by
God
the DMs
damn.
2 months ago to like
Yeah.
walk up to me in public while I'm working and make a scene
He's-
like that. Like,
He's still hung up on that. It's freaking insane.
Yeah, it's actually some pussy shit.
Yeah, that's crazy.
it's just like sad.
He really thought that you were thinking about him like that whole entire time frame where you guys didn't see each other. Like, that's so funny.
It's crazy.
Oh god.
So
He really thinks everyone's thinking about him.
right. So like, how would you guys handle a situation like that?
It really depends on the confrontation. Like, if I really need to get all like physically defensive, then hell yeah, I'm throwing hands. But
Yeah.
if it's
I
in a
wanna see you
possible
guys throw hands.
situation to like that you can de-escalate or you have to de-escalate because like something like you're in a workplace or you're like surrounded by a lot of people or a lot of kids, like you just can't do that. Like then you just have to de-escalate. But
Yeah.
then
Yeah,
comes
it-
in like when you know you have to protect yourself or the people around you. People take it way too far.
Yeah.
Like, for me, I would probably I'm really bad, but I get mad. I talk really fast and cuss people out. Like it happened a few times at the store I was working at, the boutique, and like I would probably cuss them out, but it's probably not the best thing to do. But I wouldn't fight him, but I would definitely talk some shit right there.
What if he swings at you, Cade? Then you're
I'm
fucking
not
Yo.
fighting back. I'm
posted?
not dumb,
You're
you
bro.
got posted, bro. I'll
If
probably
we're not, I'm saying if
Yeah.
I'm not working, bro, I'll fucking pull up. But if I'm
Yeah.
working, like I can't fight.
Yeah,
Like,
I'll
even if
probably-
he swings on me, it'll
Yeah.
look bad if you.
I'll
Swing
just
back.
I would have to detain, but
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
It
it's
really-
definitely easier said than done too.
yeah.
It really depends on the setting.
Yeah, for sure.
And the funny thing is, this guy's like 5'7", like Edward's height, like hella short.
Oh.
Oh,
I'm like
damn, you gonna do
6'1".
Edward like that, huh?
Rest in peace, Edward. He's in
Edward's-
love.
I love Edward. Edward's hella handsome.
Edward's kids,
Oh, yo, that
What's
makes
up?
up for it,
I love
right?
it.
Edward's
I
kids
love
are gonna be 5'1".
Yo,
Oh, chill.
Wait, what?
The lolly kid.
I'm just like, this guy's stepping up to me, and I could like
Ryan's
probably
freaking
just pick him up.
6'2". Holy.
Like fuck.
Ryan is not 6'2".
Ryan's taller than me.
So yeah.
I thought we were all the same height.
Ryan's taller than me. Ryan's the tallest.
What up?
is Kate the same height as you guys?
I'm the same height as Angela.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Damn, I'm the shortest, huh?
No.
No,
Oh,
that's
you're definitely taller
Anna
than me.
and Edward are.
Yeah, that's Def Edward. Dude.
Anna's like 5'8".
Something like that. Either 5'8" or
Like
5'9".
that.
We're
Dal-
doing
Dal-
really personal shit right now.
Yeah. I don't know. Dallas is like 5'6", 5'5".
But his dick is 6'3".
Wait,
Wait,
hold on.
wait,
So
Whoa.
Anthony, how do you handle confrontation like that, or like how would you?
How would I?
Oh,
Would
no.
Would I?
Would
I
I?
have no idea. I mean, I don't think I've ever had that type of confrontation at like that, just out of nowhere. That kind of just this guy going at your face for like the dumbest reasons. Like I don't know. I probably like.
Anna's just too nice of a guy.
I would try to. Okay, I would probably do exactly what you did. Why you try to keep level headed, keep cool headed to kind of like make the best decisions there, because obviously like you're in your work environment, like you're not trying to fight anyone, because that's just putting more. You're just making the flames worse, pretty much, right? So it's like try to avoid the worst case scenario by just calming the situation down. But obviously, when you're in that type of situation, you won't have like the coolest head possible. You won't have that level headedness that you would ideally have or would want. So it's like it's hard. Your emotions might get to you. They might get personalized to your life, and then you might have to do something about it that you might regret later. But it's just like it's
Yeah.
hard to say what I would do just because your emotions might get to you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All I can really say now from this point, Ryan, is you need to kind of keep your guard up, because this guy knows where you work now.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not worried.
Yeah.
Well,
Just
what
to
if
be
he pulls up
honest.
with a heater?
He wouldn't do that,
Ooh,
but
he wouldn't do
you
that.
need
No,
to.
he wouldn't.
Yeah, but you need to be careful about like if he does pull up, like especially with other people or something like that.
I'll drop him and all his friends.
Yo, I
They're
want
all
to see
fucking
that.
ricers, I bet, bro.
Just always wear like a
They're all
GoPro on your
fucking- they all
chest or
drive-
something.
They
They're
all
all-
drive Civics.
They're all 5'7".
Shit.
They all fucked
Yeah, I
up
can
their
just
stock.
imagine Ryan just rocking these kids, bro. Like,
They
I'm
fucked
just
up
like,
all their
what?
stock WRXs too.
Dude,
I just see Riley drop kick onto the LR, gets back out and just haymaker with one
Dude.
other guy. Just like,
and I could just imagine Ryan like doing that ham ass like when he puts his like fist up in front of him and he's like shaking his head back and forth and he's ping 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 ping.
No, I can just imagine doing like his Twitter photo where he spreads out his legs so hard to stop, or just I don't know, dude.
Angelo, we should have pulled up.
That's what I'm saying, Brian. I would have been like, "Go, Brian, my Pokemon."
Oh,
I
yep,
remember-
those things from basic training.
Brian's my
Outside, bro.
Brian's
Yeah.
my Pokemon, and then because he's in the army and I'm a civilian, so
Wait,
basically control
Ryan,
the army.
how many friends did you have there again?
He was with 3 other people,
How many dudes?
2, and they were both hella short too.
They were
Oh yep,
they looked hella embarrassed.
that's one guy for each limb, Ryan. You only need one limb to stand.
Yo, just call Jacob over, bro. He'll help you.
Bro, just Boku no Hero that shit, bro. Oh my god.
Fucking Detroit smash all of them.
Bro, Jacob
Brian.
was a boxer for 12 years, dog. Just
Right.
Go grab my old
You
box.
just have to wait. You just have to wait till they're all lined up, and then you just punch the one in the front so hard it goes through the other 2.
That's a
they
One
both-
Punch Man.
Yeah, I was gonna say some One Punch Man.
Sayatama.
I'm Bangman.
Well, anyways, we're past the 30-minute mark.
Oh
Um,
shit!
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah, that went by pretty fast, huh? Thank you for listening. This is our first episode of Say That Podcast. We're gonna try to put these out weekly, weekend, or definitely by Monday. So
Monday.
Monday. I know there's like latency for my voice. I hear myself speaking over myself. So it's like kind of confusing to talk. But yeah, thank you for tuning in. You guys want to say goodbye?
Yeah, man.
See ya.
Till next
Peace.
time.
Till
Nice
next
to
time.
share our lives with y'all. I don't know the fuck I'm saying.
Shout outs to Mason Ramsey. You're a god. Thank you.
Shout outs to Say That Podcast. Shouts
Yup.
outs to Douse to Cure.
Shouts out to Tilly B.
Aw.
Shout out to Michael.
Oh
Oh.
yeah.
Shout out to Michael. Yeah, shout out to Michael for the episode.
So are we gonna bleep
Shout
out his name in this
to
podcast, or like what are we
Michael
gonna do about that?
Daddy.
Michael-
I
PSA?
can't say his name.
Michael's not his real name. Michael's not his real name.
Oh
Oh
yeah.
yeah,
Really?
that's not his real name. You're right.
Nah.
Oh shit. We've been
Yeah.
duped.
Thank you for tuning
Alright.
in, and we will see you guys next time.
See ya.
Bye.
Peace.